today's video comes not from the water's edge, but rather the kitchen. As you can see down there, I had a little bit of an accident when I was getting the maggots out of the fridge to put them from one tub into the other. And I can assure you that this isn't a setup video because my wife was standing there. But I did look and see an opportunity to get something a little bit different. Hence my other half, my better half I might say, is doing the filming for me right now while I gather the maggots from the kitchen floor, and I'll see you at the water's edge. I'm fishing a small, intimate brook this morning. I'm lying on the ground. That's important. Not that much cover along it, so especially where I am at the moment. But I've got the deeper water where there's a bend. That's what you have to go for, especially on places like this, because it's very shallow for 90% of its course on this section. You can see the bottom, well, more than 90%. You can see the bottom, you can count the stones if you had the time to do that. But then you come to the bends, deeper water, and you can't see the bed of the brook. That's where the fish will be. And of course, that's where you need to put your bait, but you also need to be quiet as well. Lie down, as I am now. It's not quite in the snow, although there's still snow around, but a lot of it has melted. Most importantly though, as far as I'm concerned, is not my comfort. It's about getting that bait in the right place. I've had this particular cast, first cast, for a couple of minutes or so now, nothing at all, which tells me that the fish, well, may be there and not interested due to the conditions, of course, but it tells me that it's not likely to be a prolific spot. What I do find on these small brooks that I fish, that as soon as your bait goes in, you catch, and you carry on catching until you eventually spook the fish. I'll give this one, this spot anyway, a few more minutes, and then I'll move elsewhere. I've moved spot. There's a lot of water coming through the brook at the moment. It has been very high indeed. It's burst its banks. It's now dropped back into them. However, I do much prefer this particular brook when it's normal winter level, or summer level for that matter, but I do like to fish these type of venues in the winter. Lots of small roach in there. However, today, no sign of anything that wants to play ball with me. I'll keep going though. And as we know, if you are out and about yourself as an angler at this moment in time in the UK, as we know, the conditions are very hard going indeed. I've not even had a single bite on this particular session. It's my third of the year, and so far I've caught on one of them. So I have had two blanks, including this one, because I'm about to pull in for the final time in a moment or two. It is very, very tough at the moment, and I didn't help by forgetting to pack my glasses, because I've had a few snags along the way, so I've had to retie the end rig, and without my glasses I've really struggled. I wouldn't call it a disaster session though, but we do have these trips from time to time, don't we, that might border that category. However, if Meatloaf sung 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I'll tell you something, how tough it is at the moment, 1 out of 3 because that's how many sessions that I've caught on so far. 1 out of 3 is pretty decent. I'll see you soon. Tight lines if you're out and about, and I hope your lines are indeed tighter than mine have been. Kingfish have just gone past, tighter than mine have been so far in 2021.